Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another haul from Bullseye Comic Books. I got a couple mail calls, a couple trade books, and then a bunch of dollar bin spec books I picked up recently. Um, I am using my lights for a lot of these today. I kind of ran out of my normal bags. I don't usually use the my lights for hauls just because they're so reflective. So hopefully the glare's not too bad, and I don't reveal my secret identity in there. But also in a video not long ago, somebody asked me what kinds of bags and boards I used, and so I just was going to show you. These are the My Lights 2s, and I'm using those with BCW comic book boards for silver. So, okay, so we're going to start with this Nightmare on Elm Street, You'll Never Sleep Again, #1. This is the 1 in 10 Tim Bradstreet variant cover. I just love this cover art. I like Tim Bradstreet, and I needed #1. I found every other issue for this in the dollar bin. So I think I got it for like $6 with 6 shipping from my comic shop. And they had a couple of mangas I needed as well. So I threw those in. Been picking up some video game books. These are 6 books, and I got them for 30. So these are all Darkstalker books. This is issue #1, and these are connecting covers also. And this is #2. I always played as her BB Hood in the games. And #3. So happy to get those. But really, I was more after these. I got the variants for 1 through 3 as well. That's the variant for #1. Variant for #2, beautiful Felicia cover. And the variant for #3 with Morgan. This one does have a little bit of color rub or color breaking crease and 1 or 2 on the spine as well, but not that bad. And for $5 for each book, I was happily willing to pay that. And then my friend John Anthony, this was a little while ago. Remember when this got optioned? Let me see, did I write it down? Yeah, this got optioned October 2020, and acquired by Warner Brothers. And he found them. I think we ordered them from the publisher website or from a comic store, and we paid cover for them. So I went ahead and grabbed #1. This is takes place like in a universe where only black people have superpowers. So I have not read it yet. Sounds very interesting. And this is issue #1, and I got the variant as well. So I thought that was really cool. And then also from John, we did a little trade recently. Happy to get this. Superboy #9, first full King Shark. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, first appearance of Firestar. Ultimate Thor, issue 1. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover, really nice. And this is Danger Girl Special. And I think that is a collaboration cover between Campbell and Chuaido. So, really nice cover. Thank you, John, for those books. And this is good. This is not as many books as I normally do. I'm purposely kind of making it a shorter one, guys. So these are all dollar bin spec books and stuff. This is Ninja High School. 37. First, Shannon Masters, who becomes Ariella Warrior Nun. So that's kind of cool. I have not watched the Netflix show yet, but I heard it was really good. It's on my queue. Oops. And this book has cooled down quite a bit. This is Showcase 96, number 3. This is the kind of a Birds of Prey prototype with Lois Lane, Black Canary, and Oracle. So, still happy to get it in the dollar bin. We got Avengers 40 West Coast 47. Just thought it was a cool cover featuring White Vision and Scarlet Witch. I like that there's like speech bubbles. And I'm not 100%. This may be the second White Vision appearance. I'm not certain on that, but figured it was worth a grab. I got another one of these. White Tiger number 1. This is first Angela Del Tori, I think. I can't read my handwriting. As White Tiger. Nice cover by David Mack. Grabbed another one of these. Exiles number 3. This is first Peggy Carter as Captain America. Who's going to be in the Marvel animated What If series. This I grabbed just because it has a crossover story of it's called Attack on Avengers, and it's a crossover between Attack on Titan and the Avengers. And I thought that's really cool. I like Attack on Titan. Thought it was really neat. Also, like, you don't see that many Marvel crossovers. You know, they did that thing with like Fortnite. And then that was one of the few other ones they did. Here's a book to watch, guys. I've shown it before. This is Moon Knight 35. First full Randall Spector, brother of Moon Knight, who in the next issue becomes Shadow Knight. And if you look at Marvel movies, and I think this is a series, but they always, their first big bad villain they always face is always like a mirror version of themselves, like Iron Man, Ant-Man, so Moon Knight, Shadow Knight, it's like, there's no way it's not that. Also, I think there was a rumor that, there is a rumor that it's going to be him, but I just think it checks out. Like, if you, also look for number 36. That's got Punisher on the cover, where he does become Shadow Knight. This also cooled down. This was kind of big around Endgame, because it's kind of like in Fallen Sun, Captain America dies, but in the What If version, Iron Man dies. So I had been on the look for that for a while. So finally grabbed that. Mercenaut showed these recently. I think this is first MODOK solo series, like in his own title. And just pretty much all of Dark Reign is great anyway. So funny cover. And that series is coming out. I'm a big Patton Oswalt fan. So figured I'd grab those. These photo covers sell for like decent money. And I think, with the live action Spider-Verse movie most likely in the works, I think we could see more with it. It's also a really nice photo cover, unlike a lot of the other photo covers like from the Marvel Cinematic books, where it's kind of like got the black frame on top and on bottom. I just think it's like, it's nicer. It looks nice, presents nice. And speaking of those, I grabbed another one of these, Avengers Prelude, Black Widow Strikes #2, Adi Granov cover. So just in the dog bin, decent copy. Here is a series I love, The Dark Age. I don't think I had the free comic book day preview, which I think does predate issue 1, but there is an ash can that predates this. So I need to get a hold of that. It's kind of like in where basically just all the metal in the world turns to dust, and it's cool. It actually issue I think either 5 and 6 or 6 and 7 were supposed to come out, and then COVID hit. But it is they are going to finish it this summer. I just saw them announce it recently. The Red 5 Comics. Here is an indie spec book for you. Philadelphia #1. April 2020, this was optioned for a TV series. So I went ahead and found 2 of those, dollar bin. Fine, I'll grab them. And this one I've showed a few times before, another indie spec book. I believe this was the only cover variant for #1 that I did not have. The New World #1. Right, this is about the Second Civil War, January 2020. It was, I think it's optioned by Warner Brothers for a movie with a writer attached, and only like 11,000 copies were ordered by publishers. So, and yeah, also I got another one of these variants as well. I showed this one before. Another #1. I guess there's 4 covers, for probably more than that. Who knows? Another indie spec here. Cover #1. This is inspired by a true story of a well-known comic artist recruited by the intelligence community. In February 2021, HBO Max is developing an animation for it. So, figured again, dollar bin. Why not? I grabbed 3 of them. Nice David Mack cover. Incognito by Brubaker, #1. I already have one of these, but just kind of, you never know with these, with the indie #1s. Port of Earth #1. This is January 2021. Amazon is developing something. I don't know if it was a movie or a series, but I already have a couple #1s, but I figured, why not? This one, I don't know if it's still happening, but this was August 2020. This was like in development at Netflix, and I mean, I think all the Mark Miller stuff is good spec. It is somewhat dependent. We're going to have to see how Jupiter's Legacy does. If it's a big flop, I don't know. If it's good, as it should be, I think we'll see a lot more of his stuff make its way to the screen. But this is a Frank Cho cover, who I adore his work, and I already have this book, but it's in the works. So, also have a bunch of these. This is Django Zorro, but it's cool that it's written by Quentin Tarantino, and like he also, I think, helped maybe write the first one, or it was just based on his script. But this is like an original story. And apparently in June 2019, Quentin Tarantino and Gerard Carmichael were going to co-write the script for this as a movie. So I kind of thought I was like gonna leave it behind. Then I looked it up, and like one of the most recent sales was like 25 bucks. So I was like, all right, we'll get it. We'll take a few of them. Here is a Halloween Comic Fest of Battle Angel Alita. Also has Sailor Moon, and I think it also has Akira, maybe on the flip side. So that's 3 awesome animes, but I don't know exactly why. But people charge like, or they ask crazy money for this book on eBay. It rarely sells for that much, but I figured it was worth grabbing the 2 that I found in the dollar bin for the Alita collection. Found another Sky Doll. This is Sky Doll 3 of 3. I think this was originally a French comic. Shout out to A Poor Man's Comics who put this beautiful book on my radar. X-Men Legacy 234. Beautiful Rogue cover where she peeled off her glove. I definitely prefer the 90s Rogue, but I thought the latex was kind of a cool idea for someone like her. This I actually got on New Comic Book Day, even though it's not new. It's from like a while ago. But I don't know if you were checking out in previews, but Avatar was putting out some of these like con exclusives or variants that they had back stock of. So I actually ordered a bunch from my shop. I don't know. This was the only one I got. I just don't know if like they had a limited amount or whatever, but this was the only one I had received so far. Caligula, crazy Avatar series. And hard to find, for me at least. Got this Uncanny X-Men 523. This is like this Iron Man by design variant. Kind of like a crazy steampunk Iron Man. I just thought it was really cool and had to get it. One thing that's kind of funny on the back, it says like Iron Man does not appear in this issue. I think it's good. I think they should do that with how many freaking variant covers they do that have somebody has nothing to do with the book. Couple of variants that I picked up. Ultimatum 2, third printing. I know people like to hate on Ultimatum, but I like it just because it's friggin' violent and crazy. This one, this is a variant for issue 4. This is like this Spider-Man RIP. Like, he's not clearly dead. And I feel like there's a lot of covers with a beat up and or dead Spider-Man. But, you know, if Spider-Man dies as a way to bring in Miles or something, I think we could see something happen with a cover like this. If it's similar to an iconic scene in the movie. I don't think this is a key or anything. I just like picking up these X-Force and Cable variants around this time. This is second printing for 14. Second printing for number 5. This is a wrap cover, really nice. Crane art. This is a series I friggin' adore. I love everything about it. I want every variant for it. And this was the second printing variant for issue 9 that I did not have, Dark Avengers. Kind of everything's black and white except for the title and the guns and shell casings. Pretty cool. I showed this last time, but I found another one of it. It's a personal kind of key. It's a variant for Deadpool issue 12. This is where he fights Bullseye. Love this story. It's one of my personal favorites. So I had to just grab it again. Get another variant for that one. Secret Warriors variant for number 1. I don't think it's like a key or anything. Like, I think there's a first appearance in issue 2 and a couple others in the run, but I just thought it was a cool variant for number 1. So I grabbed it. All right, we only got a couple left here, guys. Somehow we're still 20 minutes. Cool. Convergence Harley Quinn, #1. Just a cool Ivy, Catwoman, and Harley cover there. We used to call them the Sirens. Let's see. Art Germ Batman Annual. Batman 28. Really nice cover. This one, a little beat up on the spine, but J. Scott Campbell, Lady to Death, coming with me. I don't know how well that's showing up. And okay, last three here. Now, I showed issue 1. I was lucky enough to find a second print of #1 with the beautiful Jenny Friesen cover, which is highly sought after. And I found the rest of it today. This is Hack and Slash My First Maniac #2. #3. And #4. So, happy to get those. I do have like a lot of back issues I want to show, and I have honestly a short box full of cartoon, movie, and video games comics. So I think I'm going to do them, and manga stuff, and manga comic books as well. So I don't know how I'm going to split those up. I think the next one I'm going to do like video games and cartoons and movies, and that should be coming soon. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll throw some links up on the screen to other videos or playlists or something if you want to check those out. And hope to have more coming soon. Check me out on Instagram. And please like and subscribe if you can. It definitely helps out the channel. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Stay well.